Okay, congratulations for okay, congratulations. If you've watched up to this point, then you're really intentional about changing your marketing game, your online money game, because this is really going to make you very profitable. Now, this is mindset. This is the third part of the AMO method. Now, I teach my clients and my students a lot about mindset because this actually, I think I should adjust this here. Okay. This mindset is the 70%. That's what I call it. The 70%. I say this a lot, so I'm going to say it again. If I take two entrepreneurs, entrepreneur A and entrepreneur B, and I train them, give them the same budgets, give them the same startup capital, the same knowledge, same tactics, same strategies, teach them all my principles, but I fail to teach entrepreneur B about mindset, and I teach entrepreneur A about mindset. 3-5 years from now, I can check on both of them and I'll be very sure that entrepreneur A is doing better than entrepreneur B. That's if entrepreneur B hasn't learned anything about mindset. Now, mindset is more like 70% of everything you do in your online game because it's what influences your perspective, the way you see things, how you respond to what goes on in your marketing. Okay, if I don't make enough sales today, how do I feel? Do I feel motivated? Do I feel distraught? Do I feel like a failure? It's your mindset. How do you make mindset also controls how you make decisions in your business. Mindset controls how you create your reality. I say this a lot. Everything you're able to achieve as an entrepreneur starts with you conceiving it in your mind, first of all, and then you working towards achieving it. That's how important your mindset is. And today I'm going to be talking about some of the mindset blocks that is stopping you as an entrepreneur, because they stopped me. And they stopped hundreds of entrepreneurs, I thought. So I want to go through this, if possible, get a note, and actually write these things down, because mindset is not something you set and then forget. It's something you go back to daily. Because I can have a great mindset today and then tomorrow my mindset is all fucked up. Because there's so much information in the online space, so much news here and there that we get bombarded with. And it messes with our mindset. Yeah, it messes because we're taking all these things and then it messes with our mindset. So it's something you constantly want to keep on check. Because if you don't get your mindset game right, you would never get your online money game right. So some of you might be wondering, I've tried it, but I'm not getting results. But you haven't paid attention to your mindset. Please listen to this. Now, the first mindset block a lot of entrepreneurs experience is imposter syndrome. When you feel like you don't know what you're doing. Now, you've done this thing for a long time, you've learned so much about it, you've bought a lot of courses on it, but when it's time to actually train others on it, when it's time to get clients and get results for other people, you're stuck. You begin to feel like an imposter. It's normal. Now, there's a mindset behind mindset of entrepreneurship, and I tell people a lot, whatever you're going through in entrepreneurship, someone else, another entrepreneur somewhere else is going through the same thing. You're not a special person. You're not a special snowflake. You don't have this special mindset issue. Yeah, you're not. People have gone through what you're going through and they've solved it. So you can. That's the mindset behind what I'm going to teach you here. It's the mindset behind the mindset of an amazing entrepreneur. Okay, let's get into it. Imposter syndrome, something a lot of entrepreneurs go through. And most times we go through the imposter syndrome when we're about to take big decisions, we're about to make big moves. And it's normal. That's the first thing you need to realize anytime you go through any of these blocks I'm going to talk about today. It's normal. It happens to everyone. Now, how do you curb the imposter syndrome mindset? You need to remind yourself that, number one, it happens to everybody. Number two, keep tab of your progress. Keep tab of your progress. There was a time you were just starting out, you were confused, you didn't have anyone listening to you, but now you have hundreds, 500, 1,000 people listening to you. That's growth. You won't be able to achieve that if you weren't good. So keep track of testimonials you get from clients. Keep them in a folder. Whenever you feel imposter syndrome pop up, you knock it down and go back and view your folders. Go back to see the results you got for people. Another way to get rid of imposter syndrome is actually get results for people. When you get results for people, when imposter syndrome comes up, which surely would, it's normal, you can actually go back and look at it and be like, whoa, I got this result, and you feel great again. It's normal. Number 2 mindset block a lot of entrepreneurs have is obsessive thinking. Obsessive thinking cripples action. Now, it's good to think. Great thinkers are great leaders. But obsessive thinking is when you go beyond the benchmark of thinking without taking action. And that's what a lot of entrepreneurs do. Oh, this strategy is amazing. Okay, let me look at all the ways it can fail. Let me look at all the ways it can succeed. Let me try it. Let me see if this will work. You're doing all this on paper. You haven't implemented anything. That's another mindset block, obsessive thinking. You want to get rid of obsessive thinking. Because obsessive thinking cripples you. It kills your ideas. Ideas don't give you money. Ideas don't make you profits in your business. What makes you profits is you implementing those ideas. So you have to get rid of obsessive thinking. Now, how do you do that? Because I tell people, when you get rid of a mindset, you have to adopt another mindset. Yeah, it's normal. You have to. Like I told you, the mindset you should adopt for imposter syndrome is, hey, it happens to everybody, so I'm really not an imposter. Now, the mindset you adopt for obsessive thinking is, hey, I need to get down and do this. Because truth is, you can never really know how good a strategy would work if you don't implement it. 70% of everything I learned in online marketing, I didn't learn from a course or a book or a mentor or a coach. I learned a lot of things from them, but I learned more when I was implementing what they taught me. I learned some things in the trenches of implementation. So you need to go out there, execute. Now, the third mindset is scarcity mindset. A lot of entrepreneurs have this. When we talk about competitors, hey, who are your competitors? Oh, this market is saturated. I hear it from a lot of entrepreneurs. And it's kind of like my trademark. I tell people I don't believe any market is saturated. I don't believe there's anything as scarcity or saturation, because truth is there isn't. It's just a mindset. Now, you can go into any field, no matter how stuffed it feels, and still succeed there. But when you have scarcity mindset, what happens is you begin to limit yourself. And another thing about scarcity mindset is it makes you take irrational decisions. You're scared to put out your content out there because you feel so many people are talking about the same thing. And then it leads to, worst of all, neediness. Neediness. You don't want to ever feel needy. There's so much abundance. There's so much money out there. There's so much people you can help. So much. And when you have scarcity mindset, it affects you so much that eventually what begins to happen is you're not able to implement some strategies. You're not able to do some things you're meant to do because you feel like, whoa, a lot of people are doing it, so I shouldn't do it. And then you become needy. You try not to lose the sale. You're begging for clients to hire you because you feel there are not so many clients after all. You can't say no to clients. You reduce your prices so low so that people would hire you. That's the result of scarcity mindset. You reduce your prices so people will buy your course or whatever you sell. That's scarcity mindset. Now, I want to adopt the mindset of abundance. There's so much out there, so much clients. If this client tells me no, oh, I'm moving on. There's someone waiting to hear from me. If this person says no, I'm not going to buy your course, I'm not going to sign up for your coaching or mentorship, but that's fine. It's all right. There are so many people I can help out there too, and they have the resources, they have the money. They have the money. They don't need to reduce a dime. I don't even need to do anything. They are ready to pay me. Now, neediness and scarcity. Scarcity needs to lead in neediness. Neediness, the mindset you should adopt is, hey, there's so much out there, so much wealth. And I want to illustrate it. Money is circulating. It doesn't stay in the hand of one person for long. That money in your pocket, you can use it to buy suya from the suya man. And then the suya man uses it to pay his child's school fees. Let's say he has a child. And then the school uses it to purchase some equipment from a company. Then that company uses it to hire a digital marketer. And that digital marketer might end up being you. You are the one, your money went on and go back to you. That's how money works. It's circulating. There are billions and trillions and a lot of money going around. So you don't want to ever be needy because there's abundance out there. And when you give out the energy of abundance, you attract abundance. When you give out positive energy, you attract money because money is positive energy. Now, ego problems. A lot of entrepreneurs have ego problems. It's normal for us because ego, it's not bad. It's like a sword, or let me say it like a knife. It has a blunt side and a sharp side that can cut you, and the other side would cut you. Now, ego is what allows us to, take action. It moves us to take action. It moves us to do big things because we're like, hey, I want to prove that my uncle wrong. I want to prove my friends wrong. I want to show them that what I'm doing, I can actually get results from them. That's the good part of ego. But the thing about ego is when it becomes used in the wrong way, it can cripple us. Now, most entrepreneurs have ego issues, so they don't want to learn from anyone. They're not ready to learn. They're not ready to get a mentor. They're not ready to get a coach. They're not ready to pay for courses because they're like, hey, I can figure this out on my own. Now, you don't want to go through that part. You don't. It's like you're trying to go from point A to point B, and then you're just going like this. You're trying to figure things out. You're going around. After making a lot of mistakes, wasting a lot of money, you end up in point B. But with a mentor or with a course, you can go in this straight line in this short period of time. That's a lot of people, they've been doing the same thing for years and they're not getting results. And their ego still stops them from asking for help. So you don't want to have that mindset as an entrepreneur. You want to shorten the learning curve. You want to speed things up because trust me, you don't want to make crazy mistakes. There are mistakes that will really cripple you that you might not be able to get back to what you were doing. You don't want that to happen to you. So the next mindset block entrepreneurs have is, this is the craziest, lack of wordiness. Now you've gotten that client, you've gotten that person to pay you, but then the person is like, how much do you charge? And then you want to say 1 million and then you're like, am I really worthy to charge 1 million? Am I really worth it? A lot of entrepreneurs experience this every day. You feel you're not worthy. Because lack of wordiness makes you charge low prices. That's the reason why you get clients that you don't vibe with. You get clients that really don't pay you what you're worth. Lack of wordiness. The mindset you need to adopt here is, I am worthy. I'm worthy to charge this amount. I've spent so much time. I've invested so much of my time and my money and my resources in learning this skill. So I deserve to reap where I have sown. I'm worthy. I'm worthy to ask this big price. I'm worthy to get the best client. I'm worthy to actually implement this marketing campaign and get results. Now, lack of self-love and self-trust. Most entrepreneurs don't love themselves. I said that earlier when I talked about how you measure your success. Most entrepreneurs love themselves based on the progress they've made in their business. Oh, if I sell 50 copies of my book, then I'm going to be happy. Or, if I get a client that pays me $5,000 monthly, then I would love myself. If you ask people, do you love yourself? They're like, oh yeah, I love myself. But truly, most people don't. Yeah, they say yes to it, but they really don't. Your business, you and your customers are 3 separate entities. You need to love yourself separately, unconditionally, irrespective of whatever progress you're making in your business. And also love your business irrespective of what kind of person you are. Yeah, a drunkard can start up a very successful business and really, really create a multi-million dollar business. Yeah, you need to understand that these things are separate. Like the progress you make in your business shouldn't affect the love you have for yourself. You need to adopt this unconditional love for yourself. And it starts by redefining your values. What do you value? Now, you don't want to base your values on things you can't control, like, hey, I want to be famous. Saying you want to be famous before you're happy means you're basing your value on other people, because what makes you famous is if people like you. And at the end of the day, if these people don't like you, you feel bad with yourself. When you can actually say, okay, what will make me famous? If I impact people, if I train people, then if I train people, I'm going to feel happy with myself. I'm not going to wait till people see me as famous. I'm not going to wait till people purchase my course before I see myself as successful. Me creating this course, spending so much time, investing so much time in learning this skill, I'm not getting a client. I feel happy with myself for this. Getting a client is something you can't control. Though you can learn some tactics, learn some strategies to influence it, to hasten it. But you need to love yourself irrespective of what progress, what challenges you're having in your business. Self-trust. You need to trust yourself. Because if you don't trust yourself, there are a lot of things you won't do. You won't pay for courses, you won't get a mentor. Now, I tell people, a lot of entrepreneurs actually don't spend on whatever you sell, especially if you sell transformation like courses, classes, trainings. Most people don't buy, not because they don't trust you, but they don't trust themselves. And entrepreneurs fall into that class too. Because of failures we've had over the years, because of areas we've tried and we've failed, it reduces our trust in ourselves. Oh, I ran this ad and then nobody got converted. If you actually measure the trust you have for yourself based on the results you get from things you do, you're never really going to trust yourself. And it's going to deteriorate as time goes, because if you don't trust yourself, you'll not be able to do things that you're meant to do. Like if I run a Facebook ad and then I run a Facebook ad 5 times and then it's not successful, I tell myself automatically, hey, you're very bad at running Facebook ads. So I don't trust myself. And that's why you should get a mentor, so you don't make mistakes that reduces the trust you have in yourself. Your money story. I just remembered one that I should talk about. Divine timing. I believe so much in this. Your money story. Your money story is another thing I look at when I'm talking about, when I'm teaching entrepreneurs, when I'm working with clients. Because the money story you had when you were a kid can kind of influence what you do with the money you have right now. Now, most people have bad money story, like, hey, rich people are wicked, rich people are evil, having money sucks. Oh, I don't want to have so much money. I just want to be comfortable and all that. So your money story influences the actions, decisions you make as an entrepreneur. So I love talking about this. Your money story. Now I want to look back. What is my money story? I think I need to address this. How do I view money? What are the feelings I have around money? How do I believe money can be attracted? Do I feel money is hard to get? Or do I feel money is out there in abundance? And you want to have the right money story. Because if you believe money is out there in abundance, you'd attract it because you'll be willing to take more action to attract it, because you feel it's there, I can get it. Now, divine timing, this is the basis. I love talking about this. Now, you're never behind. It's not just your time. I tell entrepreneurs this a lot. Divine timing. Now, I know a lot of great copywriters, a lot of great marketers, a lot of great entrepreneurs with big multi-million-dollar businesses, but for the first 3 years of their journey, they were making nothing. 0 naira, 0 kobo, nothing. $0, nothing at all. But they kept at it. And now they have one of the biggest businesses. But some entrepreneurs just start up businesses and then in 3 months, they're like, whoa, I think I'm a bad entrepreneur. Oh, I think I don't know what I'm doing. Now, it might not be the same for you. I started online marketing in April 2020, and I've really made crazy progress, and I'm teaching people to make the same. But I still respect divine timing, because I was able to gain so much traction. I gained traction in online marketing within months. Yeah, within months. I was making 6 figures already, grew to 7 figures within 3-4 months. But I'm not saying that would be the same for you, because I believe in divine timing. You're never too late if you follow the process. Okay, you're learning from the right person, you've gotten a mentor, you've gotten a coach, you're taking courses, and then you're implementing. That you're not seeing results now doesn't mean you won't see in future. Stick to the process. Now, this is all about mindset. It's literally what moves you to take action. It's more than just do. Doing is just 30% of your journey as an entrepreneur. I call doing mechanics. Mindset takes 70%, then mechanics, all the do, the strategies, the tactics, the hacks, the principles, the tricks, are just 30%. If you don't get your mindset game right, everything you do, your mechanics, will be a waste. So you don't want to get that wrong. So you need to pay attention to all this and actually see where you should make changes. Where should I implement this? What mindset should I change? What mindset block do I have right now that I should clean off, that I should do better on, that I should change? What mindset block do I have to change? What mindset do I adopt? Alright, so we're going to offer in the next video, and I really love offers. So stay with me.